So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the profile of the huge contenders in the Artist of the Year category for this year's TGMA. Enyagro, Enyefedi agro. Obia a potential winner. It's meant for be any agro. Obia a potential winner. Meant for be any agro. A bit me you be a bit me than Hamilton, Wendy Shay, Medikal, Black Sherif, Sarkodie, Stonebwoy. A bit my omubia. Intimution ye ena near found. Since you like 2 days, Ochna, not everything about the award from voting to whoever Ochna see. It's a mayor video way neno. Ochna see yenya shibim academy for voting and then 6th or 7th. And then academy for a dear SC. It's a we academy member now on submitted voter yen pebim fa. What's submitted ya bekai? Send me see my submitted bekai no. On far dear my dear fa. And Saturday, you say Amagania Magashia and ye who Amagaho. Saturday be who Amagaho. Swerves beba, apostles beba. The oh and the Nina beba. And Timunya ready. Ebi besun, ebi besre. Ambulance bi ewo ho amfa men ano ho. Na kobase obi fenti bra. Ya bone amomo. Ne na ko share ambulance, ne na ko hospital. TGMA de eti akoma. TGMA eti akoma rough. Hey.
Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shaxi. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Family, have you noticed now Vema comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste.
Yo, Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very, very long time, and I understand your day-to-day activities. So you know what? I introduced my new smartphone devices into the market, which is the Hotway Cyber 16 Pro SM series. As you can see, it's fresh, box to it's shiny. That's Hot Wave. I come show you how the phone they look like. And I tell you, this will not be just any phone. You understand me? It come with a travel adapter. This be the manual. This be the pin way. You know, you could take open way or SIM card. And it gets in USB too. So they come with 2 cords. You understand me? And you know they're almighty. This is what I'm talking about. You love it. It's beautiful. And this be one of the phones where I tell people when you fall, your screen will crack. And this one you will keep for water inside for 3 days. If you doubt me, come. That's my new brand, you know, my new device. And I want you guys to just know that as I understand you and you understand me, I know how you will love this phone and support. That's my beautiful baby. Hot Wave Cyber 16 Pro SM series. I know you guys are gonna love it. Anyway, I go use my one, I go find SIM card. Thank you. Love you.
Well, so today is Thursday, and in just 2 days, we are all going to assemble at the Grand Arena for the grand finale of this year's TGMA, aka Telecel Ghana Music Awards. Na sisi idea race no, especially the top race no, aye bawe like just the more ding hard. Estachi ye no. Now say be more your margin say omokra the category ni crampon, they were not interested. Enti omu energy, say omu can say, te say omu ye say. But almost the last 2 weeks and now 3 weeks to the event, you know, afeni say sana munyana mo pay. After who said every other person who has been nominated in the ultimate category, that is the artist of the year category, no, they are all interested in the category. Obi ape. Nemo starting as a I want check a crabby. Obi a chese already when sometimes our level no but I can tell you from indications are APA free almost all the nominated artists no. Yeah, who said, oh, okay, they need it. So 2 days to the event, we have done in collaboration with Ghana Web the strength and weaknesses of all the nominees in the top category, from Wendy Shay to Stonebwoy, Medikal, Sarkodie, and Diana Hamilton, as well as Black Sherif. Yeah. Almost SWOT analysis. I who say, okay, 2 days. Academy for voting. Mimi say my vote. I got my link to vote whilst I was in China. But at that time, no more internet in 7. No, I couldn't even use my laptop for the 2 weeks that I lived there. I tried to be changing VPN long, sir. Until made it to baby dream home. After all, me 2 weeks, but my many other things. Then later, I can come and continue with what I've started here in Ghana. So I spoke with the organizers that, okay, I'll be touching down in Ghana very soon. So give me that time that when I touch down, I'm sure going to do the voting. After all, now, I'm saying voting a crying day on 7th May. So it means I was in the timeline. And the organizers is okay, no problem. They would wait for me. It will be drew Saturday. I think it was on Tuesday. And I'm here voting, so far there. I have also made my choices known to the organizers. I'm not sure the organizers can expose that to you. So I can expose it. I can say, oh, this category, Sammy Flex voted for this guy. This category, Sammy Flex voted for this guy. And it goes on like that. But now that we know all of them are showing interest, some people, some musicians actively promoting it themselves. Someone like Medikal, he's not hiding it. He's gone all out. Like Medikal mo bia who say that category me here. Onye too known about it. Yehu emu billboard na awaye. It means yeah, nani abre. Yehu ne fans omakoye voting party mpo. It means that Medikal pe amane fans who say penti omokra no, they are also doing everything in their bid to make sure Medikal will win. There are others are almost share that enough themselves. But I know they have promoters. So on the screen, this is Medikal's billboard. Director Opazumi in Ami share the watcher your friend is saying billboard this one kasa. I'll be who say Medikal, the beautiful photo. Wide with his blinks, boom. I'm not too sure which location this one is located though. But obviously Accra, but baby a body me share them here ABN me could drive around town kakra me estimate me ehua into sha Medikal for artist of the year billboard. Wow, go for any abre. For the first time I will say artist I campaign. Why billboard for to win an award? Your friend is a social media flyers here and there. But for a giant billboard like this there, Medikal is the first person. In fact, this year award nankasa crowd me share them who award nankasa billboard will come yet. ABB wo of course nyakra ba bia na mako in the last weeks me kra me tu kwa kakra ntino. I'm not too sure. But the amount for trabeto abontin a billboard there. Minya who be for the main scheme yet. ABB wo once again, I'm correcting that. But wait there. Yagani Fidi Gadochi Manini Tuyene Boy Medikal for Artist of the Year. Why advertama telesale? Why advertama event? No, that's crazy. And I say 1% of vote man Artist of the Year A2. Then the categories now are nominating now so I share or no dear what say he wants to win. BYK in the building. So guys, look sharp. But in this episode of the editorial right here on Sammy Flex TV, we want to go beyond just Medikal's campaign to win. Of course, I'm a supporter of his campaign. As a matter of fact, I'm a huge supporter of his campaign, and I won't hide that one as well. This is the information they give you. Your vote has been successfully received. Thank you for being part of the journey. Join us on May 9th, 2026, as we celebrate excellence and reveal the winners at the 27th Telecel Ghana Music Awards. Your voice matters, and your participation helps shape the story of Ghanaian music. See you on the big night. My vote here. Until now I can log out successfully and wait for the big night, as the organizers are also calling to see me on the big night. Now, we have voted for those you vote for. But what are the strengths and weaknesses of the top guys in this particular editorial? Our focus is only on the ultimate category, that is the Artist of the Year. So far, almost strength and weakness. This is what we discovered on Ghana Web, and together here on Sammy Flex TV, we want to also project it. We want to also shout it. We also want to let the world know that indeed category more in the year under review. One of the categories I will say, hey, heading to predict who is winning. There are some years I drew what me predict. Big deal for this guy. For instance, last year, how many people did not know that King Promise was going to win? Last year it was so obvious. Now what Bojuma like Waya Nema our name so way there. A bed is so bit me a channel. A bedding. The year Black Sherif also won, for instance, it was so obvious. Oh, Black Sherif very winning. Like there was no competition for him. No contender, no competitor for him. He was obvious, he was the obvious winner. But this year, you know, you may like someone to win, or you may wish for someone to win, but it doesn't come easily like that. A modding. This year, then the unyaya, we be winning. That is your wish. But Saudi Pakono, obeti winning, no, and yeah, easy, sir, a modding. And yes, analysis way, and we are na yen train Saturday. Right, so take me to Ghana Web, and let's do the analysis with them. And it says TGMA 2026 Artist of the Year, Titans clash as Black Sherif, Wendy Shay, Medikal, and others battle for victory. Into Mpo Oshe sa caption and a headline on Metro Impona. Oma lebu ebimu as others. Indirectly, someone who understands journalism, someone that have been writing headlines and captions since 19 Kojohoho. I can tell you what the writer is thinking. To the writer, the top picks are on Betimia winning SR3. Black Sherif, Wendy Shay, or Medikal. Even to the writer, the top picks near Omo Makane on yes, yes, on Betimia offer over there, others, and many more. Yeah. That's what the writer is telling us. It is our three-way. It was our three-way. Is it going to be Wendy Shay? Is it going to be Black Sherif? Or maybe Medikal? That is what the guy is saying. It says, the race for the 2026 Telecel Ghana Music Awards TGMA Artist of the Year is one of the most competitive in recent years. With 6 heavyweight names battling for Ghana music's biggest prize, the category brings together former winners, first-time hopefuls, comeback contenders, and artists still chasing history. And now I'll say here is a breakdown of this year's Artist of the Year nominees and their history with the category. So the breakdown talks about the strength, the weaknesses, what they bring on, the history, whether the scheme has some history that can facilitate some people's win, or that can augment some people's win. This particular piece is talking about it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the first person whose profile we are going to look at. And the producers have presented Diana and Hamilton as the first person for us to deal with. Diana and Hamilton is a big name in the gospel music industry. No two ways about that. The good thing is that, okay, let me read it. We are my analysis over this. It says, Diana Hamilton, Diana and Hamilton already made history in 2021 when she became one of the very few gospel artists to win Artist of the Year. Her victory followed Joe Mettel's groundbreaking win in 2017, which opened the doors wider for gospel musicians in the category. In short, no Diana Hamilton there, Artist of the Year no wini bida. Yeah. In fact, Ghana ha ye can a macro wini Artist of the Year so no na tosu two. The late Ebony a winning Artist of the Year no o winning e kra no wo. Enti ono your first oba him so winning. Ena Diana Hamilton a winning second as oba. Enti ono ni hu because a man na omo music industry ono na otimi winning bida. Obi so we winning bida there. E ba so betima winning bi ma e easy for her to win because of the secret and the tricks involved here. At that time, not gospel artists for crowd almost shut winning Artist of the Year, sir. Enti Joe Mettel as a gospel artist, not also winning Artist of the Year in 2017. And Diana Hamilton, so a better also as a gospel artist, also winning Artist of the Year. Enti Diana Hamilton, banner what bad this time round, you know. And your jokes are a hodin. Monsheni. And yes, I bet my boy etiamo. Director, let's continue with the analysis. It says the Gospel Stars 2026 nomination proves her continued influence and consistency in the Ghanaian music industry. Unlike some nominees chasing their first crown, Diana Hamilton already knows what it takes to win the biggest award of the night. Her presence in the category also reflects the growing strength of gospel music within mainstream Ghanaian entertainment. Over the years, the category has gradually evolved from being dominated mostly by hip life and dancehall acts to embracing wider range of genres. A second victory for Diana Hamilton would make her one of the very few gospel musicians to win the award more than once. The 2026 TGMA Artist of the Year category ultimately brings together experience, dominance, redemption stories, and history makers. This year's race could easily go down as one of the most fiercely contested editions ever. Say what a bro. Tidana Hamilton bana obano. It tells us that hey, mamin waye juma because since our winning year no, almost every year sa category ojinemu. Almost every year Artist of the Year ye nominating no owum. And ye joke like oko hard. Na ediemu no wachre se ono onim se de betimi awini because why da like we winning enye huhu sa she knows the tricks. We winning timunhwe ni ye. And o winning so to her record no Obabe the second gospel artist of the year. The second gospel artist we winning Artist of the Year no twice. Because Joe Mettel and the names were winning back home. It is all no winning way can one. Honestly, be another history. Who's a category no more be a history. A be a history ni be count. A be so persafe no much. Diana Hamilton can sank of no more winning. Why a history for the scheme. And the history is say one or ye oba we winning Artist of the Year 2. Second one or ye oba or ye gospel artist we winning Artist of the Year 2. And ye joke. Intimunhwe ni ye. Diana Hamilton ho hene. Owo asori for no etanachi. Owo Pentecost for etanachi. Enti omo keka omo se sie na omo timinya academy for kakra support yom. Omo nya board for kakra support yom a otido okọ na shi futuro kra mu hu. Enti mo hwe na mo apply breaks man mo stop it on. Mo hia mo stop it. Yes sir. Assemble timi atom. Let's move on to the next person, director. Okay. Director share man say man mesin twam na fe. Yen hwe the me man betimi atom. Second person, analyzing the strength and her weaknesses. Yen na ye nua ba ye sister, e bibia ho fe Wendy Shay. Ade obeka say Wendy shape. Sianso shape is about more. The story says Wendy Shay is one of the most interesting names in this year's lineup because this is her first major breakthrough into the Artist of the Year category. Despite years of hit records and commercial success, she has never won the award before. And this is true. This is true. When she started ball hit and from Uber driver, okay, Uber driver. Bema bia peshe, say chemo no more she. Since when she ball, sa hit no bam 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 bam. If I hit the kromuha, what when the she so I swear, obe sorry. A ball hit like obojuma. Since that era till now, sa category, Artist of the Year category, when the she Romuda. Romuda, and I'm giving you history and background. When the she sa category muda, afena nyamia na dum, and I'll be room. In terms of run room no, a lioness and no dear room. Like why wild. Ono small so a campaign getting be or call interviews be ni social media or posty here and there. Enti ojinamu. Monsen kofo so a campaign mano like some names in the industry, some respected names in the industry. Omo campaign mano be no my post. Yeah. Intino ono so ehun. Director, let's continue with Wendy Shay. Says her nomination is historic in many ways because female artists have traditionally struggled to dominate the category. Only a few women have ever won the title, including Ebony in 2018 and Dinah Hamilton in 2021. So when this history be her so we near a Betrama Award, no, she will be the third female to win the Artist of the Year. Obi our history be or they ba award mo e category rough. Wendy Winnie, Artist of the Year, TGMA, Emma 3 and a Winnie, or no Dimba Beckham, because Ebony Winnie 2018, Dinah Hamilton Winnie 2021. Tinyame had never really Wendy Winnie, the third person as a female to have won at the time because industry and supporting man in Tebasanswa. Award scheme is a can be chums okay. Sasem na man for can percent nyampa. Yeah, because Obi Oba Winnie in Tenyampasa. Let's continue reading. It says Black Sherif himself recently threw his support behind Wendy Shay, arguing that her contributions during the year under review deserve more recognition in conversations surrounding the award. Black Sherif for Artist of the Year category, but no crown for the last time in an interview with Kafuide. I said, "Betimia, Charlie, you're Artist of the Year, name Wendy Shay." Because no, as an artist, Nicono Gidi said, when the share Juma our bono, hits our ball, shows our ball, presence our making no. Or no Black Sherif Philly said, yeah, the man when the share, or no crab, sorry, no, a bonus them. Meanwhile, in him say, I was no artist Baku winner, and yeah, he said Baku best or bonus him. Baku winner, but Baku to no and say, on the pejorative but Black Sherif the also said when the share video no best sorry no I had a born in Samamano, and it should tell you something. It means Black Sherif himself feels that when the share has worked and deserves to win. In terms of motion ye or see this year span there ye probably the man among consider when the share. If when the share wins, she would become one of the few female musicians in TGMA history to secure the coveted Artist of the Year crown. Of course. NMD Kakayano. Or Winnipeg, third person to have won the Artist of the Year crown. Organizers Bepe, fans Bepe, conversations Nebekoso, and I know Wendy Shay and her team at Rough Town Records. They will be very happy. Once again, don't underrate Wendy Shay. Don't underrate her because Wendy might not be doing so much outside, but unim dia oye under the scene. ABS why no snake under grass. Orira. Betiana pa wawobi. Itimushe ni Wendy Shay is capable. Nobody should underrate her because the organizers can even tell you that every other person who has been nominated in the category is a potential winner. Sanity. In every award scheme, the moment you nominate you, your win shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody because who hobby? hobby, you qualify to be there, so your win is a possibility. And when the shares win, it's a possibility. Well, still here on Sammy Flex TV editorial on who has the strength to win in this year's Artist of the Year, the ultimate category. Next person, Medikal. Beyond control. Poof, poof, swag, swag. Now, it's obvious that Medikal there, at the end of the award scheme, his win will bring stories, and his loss will also bring stories. Trust me. I'm on be truly. I'm on be praising. That is if it goes either ways. What did they write about Medikal from Ghana Web? They wrote that for Medikal, the 2026 nomination represents another shot at finally capturing the ultimate TGMA prize. Despite his dominance in rap and hip life categories over the years, he has never won Artist of the Year before. Medikal de waramuda o. Name went me win. Into this trip no. Despite the fact say waye juma wa bobo hit performances waye bia no. This trip bia what drew no inki no ano change the previous years. Of course, we winning awards ni bia kama. But Artist of the Year there on winning bida. And at this time wasn't remu biem. Now knowing that in the year under review or what impact kesiya wa hano. And I'm a man phones be a story and say, hey, Medikal impact this year no and the year under review and your jokes out muheni ye. The rapper has previously received nominations in major categories and has built a strong TGMA legacy through hits, collaborations, and rap performances. But the overall top honor has so far eluded him. The rapper has previously received nominations in major categories and has built a strong TGMA legacy through hits, collaborations, and rap performances, but the overall top honor has so far eluded him. This year's nomination is particularly important because many fans believe Medikal enjoyed one of the strongest commercial years under review, where songs like Shoulder and his overall visibility have kept him firmly in the public eye. A victory in 2026 would mark Medikal's first ever Artist of the Year win and elevate him into the elite class of Ghanaian musicians who have claimed the prestigious award. Medikal's the history in Subeba when he wins this one. That one, he's a rapper who has won this. His first time winning the Artist of the Year category, and the fact that in the year under review, new man or year no was surpassing Ubia. Big shows at the Accra Sports Stadium, playing shows all over the country. In fact, Medikal are collected this year, and even the year under review, Egusunso collected. Pa, he know the slow, it claim hard. And you know, also we know a big story. And again, Medikal's win will also tell us something that, oh, okay, sa adieno, okaso pay, and you work towards it, ultimately winning. Yeah, Medikal's win. And they sound common, so, oh, okay. So the thing, if you want it and you work for it, yeah, you are likely to get it. And when you want it, don't slow, just work for it, you get it. That's what Medikal's win will also tell us. And nipa bebree bompa ma Medikal. Me gidi say nunti na ne fans crampo. Omko is our voting party no. Omako say sika and omako use sika men ka say. Omako use sika e dey vote hwese no mani age. Omo ye vote no mani age say BYK. There's a guy called Prosper BYK. Is he in there? I don't know him by his personality though, but I think unless white no. That he is Prosper BYK. Okay. If I had one very loyal supporter of the Medikal brand, shouts to him, Prosper BYK. Shouts to you wherever you are. I love people who willingly come out to support others' efforts. Enti, shouts to you, Prosper BYK. I see your works all the time. Enti, yahu, se onu say we jinemu, se Medikal. Ejuma wa bo in the year under review, enko waste. Organizers no ebehu. general public ebehu, board no ebehu, academy members behu, no matimi a crown as the artist of the year. Near making another history. Say rapper for France so I winning artist of the year. At the time I be more feel say rap crowd who or Ghana. Hip life who or Ghana. Into Medikal or no sujina mpampe. Medikal there. Or we need to brain and shock you honestly because campaign are all year, interviews are all call, the hype, the talk, set up a so winning no. Or no, I watch this episode into no we never got okay. I would be yeah the man on fire. Sound on Becca. Say oh no they know I would be into the man on fire. And everybody will be cool. Name say Bettina and come on the best son. Into you make sure say obey no be aka say okay yapon yanko fini enkoda. Let's move on to the next personality here. Boy Beam Stonebwoy Livingston Eche Satekla is also here. Stonebwoy enters the 2026 race as one of the strongest contenders and is already a 2-time official Artist of the Year winner. He first won in 2015 before reclaiming the crown in 2024. Of course, Stonebwoy were winning 2 already. Minim say on the team come start here litigation be third one no yemfa kano so it's don't tobo opera was the tobo and chair am tis and PR Vida Aduchumwa Miss Vida Aduchumwa because say Stonebwoy and a winning sa category no sa year na basa year no it mumra chat house from mumra na mo declare say Stonebwoy and a winning I'm some more time come say they should do that declaration before this year's event. Organizer and say hey aye hi organizer snake can say aye ni sai ya winning aye hi aye Mama ya nwe ho ayeye ene ye ne winning aye organizers na catch this but still almost say omugusu twen ebefa ana emfa yento aso. So he won first in 2015 and was winning in 2024. So what it means is that sesi aye ka say Stonebwoy so winning on so another history like proper history yeah the omo claim no where proper history officially we can document it and say that Stonebwoy is the only artist in Ghana who has won the Artist of the Year title 3 times. Yeah, and also we need another history will be written. So can we write that history this year or not? You guys have to watch out because Stone I know is a lover of award schemes. Though this year we are not seeing so much hype from him. We are not seeing so much talk from him. But his fans and his team members, nam underground, Stone has not said much, he's not done much, but BB koso because I know he loves the award. No two ways about that. The dancehall star has become one of the category's most consistent names over the years, earning several nominations and maintaining relevance across multiple musical eras. His longevity, international reach, and fan loyalty continue to keep him firmly in the conversation. In fact, this particular point is also true. Stonebwoy has been consistent in the Artist of the Year category. I know there, I say, for the past 10 years or less, no, almost any time I was in the Artist of the Year, Stonebwoy didn't. I know they're a fact. You can't take it away from him. So it means also Wayejuma consistently they be award recognizing for the ultimate. It is no joke. Onye Juma for din maho. And 2 year Juma and you do the baho. Until the fact say they be any din baho almost every year the din baho no actually say Wayejuma and I recognizing. It also tells us that Stonebwoy's losing power is so high because wabaho sa ba wini mutupe. Enti the fact say obetimi alusu susan high because ebi ho ba wababa ko pe ba no ba no wini enti onim I say okobo boxing na ye check stats of the various boxers obo etimi ko say Stone is one person who can win because we're winning bida. Same time, he's one person who can lose because we're losing bin suda. But because he is there, he is also capable. Let's continue reading, director. It says, okay, so yes, we talked about his longevity, international reach, fan loyalty. Of course, fan fun Zoe Bonidin, almost say Stonebwoy and so on. Obetimia winning, wabo Juma, wabo shows were stadium, wakobo shows were Volta region, watu to coin the name of shows bebre into onusu. Interestingly, Stonebwoy has publicly insisted that he should be recognized as a 3-time winner due to the controversial annulled 2019 edition. Official TGMA records, however, recognize him as a 2-time winner because no Artist of the Year winner was declared in 2019. I can't say Stone ayeye Fatun Chen na yen konko enim. Hanso omabeka biem. Say Stone say on the ankono who knows we need 3. But records no interest because yan can the win the don't mean for our dream any expectations in case where we need 3. And today, for 2 now tour. Now you don't win we can do win can. Now we can write with all confidence, hit our chest and say yes, Stonebwoy is a 3-time winner Artist of the Year in Ghana. Should Stonebwoy triumph again in 2026, he would officially move to 3 Artist of the Year wins, placing him among the most successful winners in the history of the category. Stone to the history biba. No so we near a bachelor say in the history of TGMA no obia wa winning category no mako poly 3 ayonwa emube bie pa emube bie it is Stone there honest we winning because that history now I know he wants Stonebwoy is a lover of here. I'm the first to have done this he loves that. So when he wins this braggadocious points no ebiba beka ho because bragging right kese na obenya afri sa point ni mo nti ono so monhwe ni ye. He would want to continue with his winning ways. He would want to make history nti monhwe ni ye because owo mu ni kwa de nyame ya adoma obetimi awini. Don't underrate him. He may not be talking so much out there in the name of awards, but you may also not know what underground he's doing because it is around the same time now while launching an album. I call UK, I call your album listening. Or Babe issue, we announce OVO in I think August, right? Yeah, in August. Yes, so also so such a person, the moves can be very treacherous and dangerous. Who is the next guy? Obedi Pombedi. I'm sure he's the last one, right? Blacko is the last one. Okay. Sarkodie Brapani in the category. So Sarkodie is the most decorated artist among the nominees and one of the most successful acts in TGMA history, of course. Among artists almost is here, There can't be any trophies also in the TGMA history. So be mintra Sarkodie. And yes, Shatawale no yin who free more bia. Command competition because Shatta no. Even time and name being koye crano. Back to back. And Artist of the Year but this time Shatta were winning more than 3. But in same binti obu ne ho no train ne ho say ompe kasa bebre. Mami mu me ho na mentwe me ho. Omonyo omade na me nso me nam ho na me nso me nya me nema. Na ebesi ne oye na ade. Na Sarkodie de no yanto aso. Said the rapper has already won Artist of the Year twice. First in 2010 and again in 2012. Sarkodie ni Stonebwoy. Level in the Artist of the Year category no. Nyina eda ho pepepe. Stonebwoy 2, Sarkodie 2. So what it means that should Sarkodie also win, honestly the another history ba as the artist who has won it 3 times. Poly makum mienu miensa. Beyond his victories, Sarkodie has spent over a decade dominating the category with multiple nominations across different eras of his career. His longevity alone makes his 2026 nomination remarkable. especially considering he remains competitive against artists from newer generations. And Sarkodie, no, he has been around for long. Yet, your boy Korani dia ojinamu. Your boy Namafona ojinamu. It means such a person influence because watch out. But on tremu, why say ma muda di lumba no? Watch out, on tremu. Best rap of the year. Sarkodie rapisa by the best rap of the year. No jinamu. Best rap song. No jinamu. Artist of the year. No jinamu. And tioni pasan ni huye hum because I evergreen. He doesn't expire. Meanwhile, among the artists, no, more sa category. Nidye even richer than many of them. However, Sarkodie has also experienced several losses in the category, despite being heavily favored in some years. His repeated nominations without recent wins have also sparked debates among fans over whether the TGMA has overlooked him in certain seasons. Now, Sarkodie also has winning ways and losing ways. We're winning too. We're losing bebre so. Enti ono so ebetimi alusu because olusu enyenwa o say over the years kra oba olusu dada enti enye news. And what we need that ti obas no we need because Sarkodie energy naba. Because in the year that we Sarkodie so abojuma o. Sa o kai Rapolic in Kumasi. E fiteje fe oni Shatawale. Omo ko se ho. Sarkodie san ba Accra be bo Rapolic Accra and so se ho. Samson also called London 6 March Royal Albert Hall and also Okoseho. It also impact no a jinemu to say morning erection. Ding ding ding. Straight. He doesn't slow. So that is what you guys should know. That Sarkodie do were Lucy Bebre in the category. A bimokrasi at the TGMA for see a mumu Sarkodie ana. Mun nominating Mama Korana Rini, and then answer no. Then of course, mun nominate Sarkodie brad penny no nen kwaran ketenketia, but namu dia ma Black Sherif, namu dia ma Stonebwoy, namu dia ma King Promise. What the heck is that? But for some reasons, Sarkodie has been playing the onlooking to the awards for some years. This year, say, menye sure say obi betimi aka kire me say obeko Sarkodie your friend is saying, ne timeline be so social media obe hu say Sarkodie posti award no ho. On posti ne flyer bia on yeshe. In fact, some of the fans crampo are expect to say if Sarkodie does not do it, they will do it in the ground. They are also not doing it. What is happening to Sarkodie? How come say the award now air cost no? So can be so can be he doesn't even show interest on kekane on mosumpo on coffee TGMA nothing about it. And I'll say, in terms of overall TGMA success, Sarkodie stands among the all-time leaders with dozens of awards accumulated throughout his career, making him arguably the most awarded artist in the history of the scheme. Of course. Obede Pombede, Obojuma, category nidye, ono ene brapani wom. We're winning Artist of the Year twice. It's category ned na tumno. Onim the winning ways. Same way onim the losing ways. We're winning too. We're losing bebre. Ama first aden brapani oba no abonato na de man kra no. E bi kra na ntwaye but award de ye ni pani ni akwara. Wadwuma so ne de bema. Enti se Lamine Yamal no also win ya edbema no. Yen ka se Lamine Yamal no bada ben dabi yen kan sa. Or said my edbema no. So Sarkodie's story is the same. Obojuma, he has been recognized several times, but what does it mean? We have to watch that as well. Sarkodie can also win to double or to triple his wins and to make history. Honestly, we need a better another history. It was scheme so. It's a third person to have won Artist of the Year 3 times. And also by Sarkodie. So ladies and gentlemen, watch out for Sarkodie. Musheni ye. Ebia na ono onkasa bebreo. Ba oni mo pushing him mama no. Because Sarkodie is loved. So many people in the industry, from industry people, academy members, board, general public, they love him as well. He may not be showing so much interest, but ebia no much tennis and love be. Nti honso hwene. Now my director tells me the last person whose profile we have to look at is Black Sherif, Ismaila. Black Sherif is one of the youngest artists to ever win the TGMA Artist of the Year title. It is true. In the history of the scheme. My name said, Brana Tic Tac, aka Tick, or Starty in quite a bit. So we need Artist of the Year that year. Because we need that year, that means Obe shoot it down this particular title as the youngest to have won it. Because Tic Tac, a bro starting, no sapa. He was a teenager. And not starting, you know, or hitty, boom, Philomena putting get. In fact, he was young and not hitty, a very young boy. And he said, oh, we need be there, minyan. That means our title, a bedding. But so when we need there, then Black Sherif for Kromu tree as the youngest ever to win the TGMA Artist of the Year title. He says he won the award in 2023 after a sensational run powered by global hits, sold out shows, and the dominance of his The Villain I Never Was era. Hey, it's album way. The Villain I Never Was. Don't go there. The album was big. That year, the success of Black Sherif, Obia to me and debate. In fact, and I'm a can earlier and say, say ye near auditorium when him so Black Sherif never been as the Artist of the Year winner, Pine and Fairly. In fact, it was obvious. Unlike this year, na Bibi Ohono. This year the intiminka. Oh, can now can for no right because a bit me aba left. Black Sherif in 2023, the win was powerful. Like it was obvious. He worked and it showed. The 2026 nomination marks another major moment in his career, proving his consistency at the very top of Ghana's music scene. For some time, Artist of the Year categories, no, they be a Black Sherif or Shell. Yeah. Or buy an Artist of the Year categories, they be a Black Sherif or Shell. Or Yenema. In Tehonso, Munsheni. Unlike some of his competitors, Black Sherif has never lost the Artist of the Year category before. His first nomination ended in victory in 2023. And then the Black Sherif here, no, because ono de na koy say opportunity penu awini. And the Black Sherif was our category, because he doesn't lose. He only knows the winning ways in the category. He doesn't know the losing ways. Unlike, say, Stonebwoy, Sarkodie, Black Sherif doesn't know the losing ways. Oremwa pine, no winning. As on the target near hard. To Roma, pa! He shoot it once. Obeti me, as I ye, and 24 in Yadwa be mana, being the youngest there. Obeti ma munyadwa. If he wins in 2026, Black Sherif would secure his second Artist of the Year plaque and further cement his place among the modern TGMA greats. See, I think in the history of the TGMA, almost more too, no, if my memory will serve me right, Sarkodie din wo, Stonebwoy din wo, and I think VIP, yeah, I think VIP some time ago they also won the Artist of the Year twice. Mekai bibi sapa, and I know say it is true. Almost so ever two. Ti Black Sherif so this year 2026 also win here, also anya two na also have can. Sa ladder na o top on him. Ti so also history no the ban. And again, he will be the youngest to have two coveted Artist of the Year crown or crowns. Hey, ti also bow Wounded Lion. Cause Onyaya obe keep records no rich. On person bear records net to say is in Manchester. I want Asana. On person obema records now I am ready to say team bia ni him some more stronger and almost formable. He wants to keep it tight. In terms of motion. And Black Sherif has love. He has the audience. He has the numbers. He has the songs. He has the hits. In the end, the review shows Abubo Ghana near Bridge Nano, a beard one eye ketwa. In fact, among Ghanaian artists in the year and the review, Obo shows be or London, near back to back. First day, full house. Second day, full house. It is not easily done as an artist, especially from our side. Black Sherif did it. Now, soon be I think it's a 2,000 capacity stand, but still, and yet easy. He also remains one of the youngest artists ever to achieve the feat, joining names like Kiddy and Ebony among youthful winners of the category. Yes, Kiddy has won Artist of the Year before. Ebony has won Artist of the Year before. Among the Nkwaran no more. And Black Sherif, so the influence no, I know she. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the profile of the huge contenders in the Artist of the Year category for this year's TGMA. And Yagro. And Yefedi Agro. Obia a potential winner. It's meant for be any agro. Obia a potential winner. Meant for be any agro. A bit me you be a bit me than Hamilton. Wendy Shay, Medikal, Black Sherif, Sarkodie, Stonebwoy. A bit my omubia. Intimusheni ye ena near found. Since you like 2 days pe emso chna na everything about the award from voting to whoever chna na si. Ejina me sa video we neno. Ochna na si yenya hwibiem academy for voting and then 6th or 7th and then na academy for edie asi. Etene we academy member na on submit your voter yempe bi mfa. What submit dia ye be kan say me say ma submit ya be kan no. On faru de my idea fa. Entino Saturday you say amagani amagashia eni ehu amagahoho. Saturday be hu amagahoho. Swerves beba, apostles beba. The oh and the nina beba. Enti munya ready. Ebi besu, ebi besre. Ambulance bi ewo ho amofa men ano ho. Na koba se obi fenti bra. Ya bone amomo. Ne na ko share ambulance, ne na ko hospital. TGMA de eti akoma. TGMA eti akoma rough. Hey. TGMA ebeti wakoma ebe mo broadcast here. Eti wa o kon me pacho munko with lower expectations. Nobody should go into the scheme with that huge confidence, higher expectations. Oh, media or can be as my winning. Moko more relaxing. Oko mama about to be brea. On share nanim gwasiaba. But apart from that, from the camp of Sammy Flex Studios, Sammy Flex TV, Flex Entertainment Limited, we wish every other nominee well, especially in the Artist of their category. Yeah, we're a favorite in the year under review. Obviously, Medikal, our favorite. Nemum, Obia Wobia, so we wish them well. Because a bit me or no, a bit me obia, entire obia, Nemum, our favorite in the year under review, no keke. Intia, ye be wena anyo no ana ye obi fufra oni pakon ye be kan ho amia celebrity amia jubilate win no. Apart from that, we are good. May the best win on Saturday. God willing, we will all be there. The back kotnase near edina ya train Theresa Yuade amana beka. And now the year 2026 has been a very challenging year, from venue chain to blah blah blah, boom boom boom. We want to say thanks to our sponsors, Telecel Ghana, for supporting us. We want to say, who do you think will win the Artist of the Year? Nene be Medikal. No, boom. The Artist of the Year winner for 2026 is Pine. You'll be share BM on Monday. My name is Sammy Flex. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very, very long time, and I understand your day-to-day activities. So you know what? At the intro